Another question, besides raising capital and being a young entrepreneur, what are some of the other challenges you faced, especially in terms of growth? I'd say the biggest recent challenge was hiring a team. None of us had ever hired a team, and it's just far more difficult than I thought it'd be. Like, you read all these blogs, and all these different blogs talk about just how your team is the most important thing, but they never go into detail on how to actually hire people. And I think that's just one of those things where you have to experience it a little. Like, for Indenaro, we're trying to look for like new programmers and new designers, and the original approach we took was just posting on every single job board we could find. And it wasn't just Craigslist, but we went through 37 Signals, we went through like all of the major designer job blogs and job posting sites, and not a single one of them yielded a lead. So we went through our angel investors and asked them for help, and even then, none of them were able to send us any leads. So we started calling all of our friends, and then we finally got a few leads, but most of them didn't pan out. So it's this awkward balance between trying to get more job candidates to come through your door in the first place, and then while bringing in these job candidates, you also have to figure out what are you looking for in a candidate. So for example, in a designer, like, I have no idea what to look for in a visual designer. So as I was interviewing people, I asked them what they would look for in another visual designer if they were to hire one themselves. And after talking to maybe a dozen candidates, I had a pretty good idea on what to look for in a visual designer. And that made my job much easier. But even then, it's really difficult to hire. Another major challenge we faced, I'd say that figuring out how to get the product right has been really difficult. We thought it'd just be connect up with the service called Yodlee, which essentially helps us download data from bank and financial services and put together a nice GUI, but it's been far more difficult than that. Like, just bringing together the entire product and listening to user feedback and quickly iterating takes up a lot of time, and that's something we're still trying to figure out today. A new question, did you have a formal business plan? The answer is no, but when we applied to Y Combinator back in March of 2010, they make you fill out this summary, and you talk about what your business idea is, who your team is, why you think you're going to succeed, what's your unique differentiator, and that really helped us a lot. So even if you don't plan on applying to Y Combinator, instead of writing a formal business plan, I just take their questionnaire and fill it out for yourself, because that makes things much easier for you. For previous startups, I had not written a formal business plan, and I don't think it's so necessary to write a formal business plan, but I do believe in writing at least a summary. And I hadn't verbalized any of my plans for the business since applying to Y Combinator almost a year ago. So as a little exercise for myself this week, I'm putting together a roadmap plan for 2011, like all the different features I want to build, our hiring plan, our fundraising plan, which is non-existent at the moment, but I think it's good just every few months to come back and put together your thoughts on paper.